Hello again. So this is going to be a short video about the notes that you have up, and it's basically the notes that you have up for the different breeds. So this week and next week you'll have some slides put up that you'll need to review, and basically it's just reviewing different breeds of this week will be cattle and swine, and then next week will be horses, goats, and sheep. And so this is important. I do want you to look over all of this because there will be test questions on the very first test regarding this information. They're not going to be really difficult, so I'm not going to ask you a question on every single beef breed, but basically there's some terms in those notes that I want you to familiarize yourself with. So whenever I put on a test, what's a steer? You need to know it's a male castrated before puberty, or, what's a dry cow? Cow that's not producing milk. And so I really want you to review those, and that won't be too hard, and just basically look through the different breeds, because some of you may not be familiar with horse breeds. Some of you may not be familiar with cattle breeds. I just want you to look through there and familiarize yourself with those whenever I ask a question. These will be really, kind of high level questions, so they're not going to be hard. I'm not going to try and ask, really off the wall, very minute detail questions. Really, I want you to review these breeds for all these different breeds, for all these different animals, because of your very first assignment. And so I'll talk a little bit about that assignment right now. Your very first assignment, it's 25 points. It's due February 3rd. And I want you to create an infographic over one of the breeds. It doesn't just choose one. You don't have to do one for beef, one for horses, one for swine. You don't have to do that. Just pick one breed out of all that you've reviewed. So if you really are interested in horses, pick a horse breed that looks interesting, create an infographic. Maybe you know a lot about cattle and you don't know a lot about goats. Maybe you choose goats because that's just something you want to learn more about. I'm going to let you pick the breed, the type of animal, and everything, but you need to create an infographic. And basically you'll create that in PowerPoint. The first slide needs to have your name and a short summary. It says product, just of your animal, and then slide 2 is your actual infographic, and then slide 3, any kind of works cited. Use at least 2 different resources. One of those could be the book, and then a web page. And on the assignment handout that's in the class web page, there's actually some helpful links. There's 2 of those that you can look at, and then there's the rubric that will tell you how I'm going to be grading this assignment, and then I just have 2 examples of infographics. So in the rubric, it has it needs to look professional. This is a entry-level course, so if you don't turn in an infographic that looks super professional, like a marketing firm completed it, don't worry. I'm going to be really lenient on the level at which the infographic is created. That being said, I do want to see that you're actually trying. So if you just open up the PowerPoint, boom, 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 here's 4 bullets, put a real quick information in a picture of a cow, that's not enough. I want to at least see that you've tried and you've given it your best effort. If you have given it your best effort, I can tell that, and I can definitely tell whenever you don't give it your best effort. So really what I'm asking for is just give it your best effort. If you can't create a perfect infographic that'll show up on Facebook one day, that's not the point of the assignment. The point of the assignment is I want you to go out, kind of do your own research, find some really interesting information, and turn it in so I can see what you've learned. So content, that's going to be, where the most points come from. So I want you to define the breed, and I want it to be clear. You need to have 2 facts from the notes, so there should be more than enough in the notes that you have. And then sorry, 2 facts not from the notes, and then all the content needs to be true. Sources should be credible. Appropriate details, support the main idea. So maybe your infographic is talking about how, Angus cattle are such great mothers. Have information that supports that. These infographics just don't have to be, this is a belted Galloway. They can be, red with a white belt or black with a white belt. They're really good in cold climates. Like, it can be something interesting. Like, it could be something really crazy, like, why should you get into owning belted Galloways, and then something like that. So get creative, and just make sure that your information adequately supports what the main point of your infographic is. And then visual appeal, just make sure everything looks really nice, and then basically your mechanics don't have grammatical errors. Make sure the words are legible, don't have yellow words on a white background sort of situation, and make sure that it's done in PowerPoint. And again, if you have any questions at all, shoot me an email, post in the forum. If you need to talk about this face to face, just get a hold of me and we can set up some kind of a video conferencing and we can talk about it like that. So everybody have a great week. Remember, this is due February 3rd. I'll send out multiple emails. Be sure to review the cattle and swine breeds this week, and then next week I'll get you the horse, goat, and sheep breeds. All right, everyone have a wonderful week. Thank you.